and shoot, what said did you claim it? It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said did you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline Notes with your boy, the King. Now, Mr. 98% right all the time, which is moi, opposed to other dudes that's over there. Now, I always tell people, I don't pay attention to you. I only pay attention to me. And if you're paying attention to me, you can't be paying attention to you. So what I'm going to tell you is, don't worry about me. Go do you. Right? Okay. So, that out of the way, I want to give a shout out to all my admirers. Wow. How are you? But Mr. 98% right all the time done hit the nail on the head like he said. And I told you things from Black Myth Wukong to Capcom to studios losing people to all of a sudden things being shut down. Now, for all my people that love Call of Duty, we got stuff to talk about, right? Hope your Labor Day weekend was good if you celebrate as such. But we got to get into this news. The funny thing about it, I want to know who told them, yo, take it off. We're going to do some routine maintenance first, because they was probably contemplating on what they wanted to do because they wanted to stop sales right there, right? So I want to know who the hell said, all right, man, that's it, man. Cut the cord, man. Man, I'm so sick and tired of this, man. Cut the cord, man. I can't take this no more, man. Cut the cord, man. I want to know. I want to know who ejected them out the airlock. I want to know who did it. Hiroki. This shit, this sound like Hiroki Totoki kicked them out the airlock.
A few moments later.
Relax and take notes. Guess who's back? Mr. 98% is back on your back. Pause. All right now. Game director of Firewalk Studios. Oh, man. He wants to thank the Concord fans. Thank you, man. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for looking around. Thank you for your interest. Customers who have purchased from other digital storefronts will also be refunded. While we determine the best path ahead, Concord sales will cease immediately, and we will begin to offer a full refund for all gamers who have purchased the game for PlayStation 5 or PC. If you purchase the game for PlayStation 5 on the PlayStation Store or the PlayStation Direct, a refund will be issued back to you to your original form of payment. That is Steam Store, Epic Store, and other retailer refunds. Refunds for the Sony Play Store and PlayStation Direct purchases may take 30 to 60 days to appear on your bank statements. If your original payment source was unavailable, the purchase amount will be refunded to your PlayStation Network wallet. The King is back. We're going to talk about that. And if you don't know, I'm going to break your back. Pause. Let's get this work. Wildest thing in the world. They do this one thing. Concord comes out and say, yo, we're going to take the game offline real quick because you're doing a little bit of maintenance. Then my man Hiroki said, yo, matter of fact, forget that maintenance. I just saw the bill for the service. Y'all can't even cover the bill for the servers. Do you understand how insane that must be for you not to be able to cover the bills for the server that you're using? That is wild crazy. So, on September 6th, Concord will be shut down. Damn, that's not even 2 weeks, bro. First of all, I'm not sitting here gloating like y'all guys do when Xbox games don't perform well. Now, Xbox games not performing well is something completely different than this thing that we see here, an utter failure. There's not performing well. There's a game coming out that didn't hit what we wanted it to hit in Redfall. But this here, this is a whole different beast. When you sit there and you have the hubris around you, you're going to get humbled. And I'm not saying that this is Firewalker's problem. No, this is a problem that is systemic in the industry. But what Sony did was Sony could have stopped all of this from happening. What Sony thought was they were too big to fail. This is a Sony problem. The game aesthetically doesn't look too bad. The game looks like it performs well. But what it doesn't do, what I would hope that it would do, was first, be free to play. Second, have a slight roadmap that you can show some skins that you're going to add down the line. And then, above all, put it in your service. Sony did not commit to the game. Sony did not commit to the developer. Sony did not commit at all. Sony wanted its money up front. It wanted to return an investment. And what happens when it didn't get what it asked for? It shuts it down. Sony is only about if you do good now. It has Janet Jackson in the face ass syndrome. What have you done for me lately? And I fear in my heart for every studio over at Sony. Because I'm going to show you in this video every studio who does not perform, lights out. And Sony got no money to play around with. None. You don't perform, you're out. That's it. It ain't no, oh, he didn't perform, let's give him another chance. You're out. They didn't give you the best possibility to perform. They never believed in you. And that's a shame. Because only after something is successful do Sony believe. They're imposters. They're frauds. They're who I've been telling you they are. They're not who you thought they were. You don't get a chance to disrespect me, boy. Fortnite item shop skins leaked. The one for September. Oh my God. Fortnite will introduce new Marvel themed skins for September 2024, according to this new leak. Let's get down to it, man. The hell with this. Let's go. Hyped. Leaked item shop dates. Yo, Sabretooth Muscles. 6th to the 7th. Black Cat the 14th to the 15th. The Weekend. I don't care about that. 10th to 11th. Loki and Stevie. Tonight or tomorrow. Oh my God. This is about to be lit. This is about to be lit. Wow. Futurama Boardwalk. Let's go. Let's go. Iron Man. Rainbow. Oh. This is about to be it. Academy Champions. Silence is golden. We on deck. We on deck. We on deck. We on deck. Hey, you, we on deck. We on deck. Fortnite love. If you thought I was going to talk about the Fortnite skins leakage, pause. And these guys letting me know ahead of time that I'm going to have like that fake saber-tooth cat. And yes, I play Fortnite almost every day. When I get a chance to game. It's my preferred game of choice. It's something I can get in, get out, make some headway while I'm playing the game. It's highly addictive. It's fun. It's a great time. And, we play it to just, blow off some steam. It's really cool to have the game and play the game. And I just like to say that everybody who gets a chance to engage and we link up and we play the game, thank you. Because it's probably one of the best fun friend games that you can have. This one here wants to bark and scream. Now. It's the Derek Strickland. Thank you so much. Digital Foundry and Euro Gamer collaborates to Black Myth Wukong Sony exclusivity reports. Woo! News journalists with good track records. I guess that's not me. I guess I don't have a good track record. I'm just 98% right all the time. But have corroborated the Sony exclusivity angle, and to be clear, we've heard the same ourselves from sources with good knowledge of the situation. I guess I'm the source with the good knowledge of the situation, being that I'm the one that broke the news. I'm just saying, I'm 98% right all the time. And the fact that Microsoft itself heavily hinted at such a deal being in place adds extra weight. All PR statements have some degree of legal vetting before they are put out there. I'm just saying. That said, audience reaction has quite rightfully pointed out that if there is a PlayStation deal in place, Sony is keeping awful quiet about it, while the truth is that exclusivity deals can take many shapes and forms. Don't necessarily need to include marketing. I'm just saying, I'm 98% right all the time.
Gotcha. So I would like to thank everyone that was involved with this negotiation.
I'm hearing that Black Myth Wukong can have 2 DLCs on the way. That's kind of crazy. So the Black Myth Wukong sequel is rumored to be codenamed Zhangzhai. Listen, I'm not even going to sit here and play this game with these dudes like I know how to pronounce anything in Chinese. So if you think I'm going to do that, I'm not going to do it. So you can stop right now. Wukong was initially the plan to have 13 chapters rather than 6, according to a known leaker. So if it was supposed to have 13 chapters, and I mean, this would have been one of the biggest games, best looking games, and dropped in forever. And they pared it down to 6, and they can break that game down and give it to you in bite-sized chunks. That's what's up. According to the article, Wukong is currently planned to receive 2 pieces of DLC, a known leaker said. And Black Myth Wukong is released for the PlayStation 5 and PC on August 20th. We also believe that they have an exclusivity deal. I'm just saying. It keeps getting better with game science. You see, people? It just don't stop.
Shit. Got your ass.
This Black Myth Wukong stuff has taken on a whole life of its own ever since I came back from Summer Games Fest reporting on what I heard firsthand. Boy. Not, oh, I heard somebody say I have a source. Staying alive. That's you. Anyway. All that's neither here nor there. The problem is, this rabbit hole gets crazy. When you first start to deceive, what a tangled web we weave. And in these deceptions and these lies, this web of lies, it just keeps going. These web of lies has been piling up, and turning into something more. 1 minute, it was delayed because of technical issues. Well, first it was listed there. Then the Xbox name was erased. Then it was technical issues. Now it's supposedly money had it. Then it was the memory leakage. Now it's none of that. Then your game was supposed to have 13 chapters. And now it only has 6 chapters. But then there's a spin-off game coming with more DLC down the road. I haven't heard, and the game launched in such a horrible state as far as optimization goes. We are witnessing what could possibly be the most beautiful mess we've ever seen. And this will only bring more light to it. Because the bigger it gets, the bigger the story is going to become. And attached to that story is Mr. 98% right all the time. And while this web of intrigue spins out of control, all it takes is for you to do one thing and tell the truth and shame the devil. You see, what you don't understand is when I say tell the truth and shame the devil, that means the devil loves to be in between the lies. That's where he flourishes because you feel that they're safe. To shame the devil is to tell the truth. Open your mouth and let your tongue waggle, boy. Pause. Let it out. The hell with it. You took money under the table. You was told not to say something. Did Sony touch you? I want you to point out on Cuphead where Sony touched you. Here, Game Science. Where did they touch you at? Where did they touch you? Where did they touch you? You could tell me, Game Science. I'm just saying. You boys made a bigger mess for no damn reason. Chasing $1. The problem with chasing $1, it's always going to run back to you. Integrity means a lot. Mr. 98% is back on your line. Hey, Capcom, what you doing? You got 2 games this time. I'm telling you, boy, I'm on fire. Capcom's 2 upcoming fighting game collections are heading to Xbox as well. That's what 2 means. If you spell 2, T-O-O, that means as well. Those for, my younger crowd that don't know yet. After technical discussions with Microsoft, Capcom is bringing the 2 fighting game collection to Xbox in 2025. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics and Capcom Fighting Collection 2. They're bringing it to the Xbox in 2025. Capcom tweeted out today, "We're happy to announce that after technical discussions with our partners at Microsoft, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics and Capcom Fighting Collection 2 will be released on Xbox One. Both versions will arrive in 2025. Stay tuned for more information." I'm just saying. How many times do I got to be right before you suckers give up this fight on trying to prove me wrong? 98%. Yo, Capcom. Told y'all, 2025. The person that I got a chance to speak to very early on, as soon as this happened, I immediately reached out when I saw the games weren't being ported over to the Xbox console. And I got the information on what I got, but I also got the information talking about it to be out there in 2025. So when I told you, I was like, yo, it's going to be out in 2025. We good. We got money. The problem with this is negative Xbox news, negative Microsoft news tends to track better and tends to resonate more with the fear, uncertainty, and doubt people. So they notice that they get a ton of engagement by it. And by using that, they're able to gain more traction in something that is otherwise a non-issue. Now, maybe it's an issue for individuals that want to play the game at launch. If it is, then you have opportunity to do so. But also, if you really wanted to play the game, pay the $20, turn your Xbox into developer mode, download the emulation, play the game. The opportunity is there, they tell you. So all you're doing right now is just running your mouth, flapping your gums. It's really not what you want to do. It's just what you want to talk about and what you don't want to be about, but what you are trying to act like you're about. But you're not about that life. Now, I did have a general stake in this. I did have a general concern. My general stake in this is that on Fridays, we play competitive fighting games and we play competitive games as a whole, as a community. Now, the problem with this is I see the fighting game come out. I want to get the fighting games because I want to enjoy the fighting game with the community. So when I saw the framework and stuff, the empty framework come out, and that was the problem with the game, then I just had to reach out to see if it was ever coming, or if I had to find alternate ways to play the game. If it was going to be me on my PlayStation, or can I do developer mode and, get the same perks? Just different stuff that I was trying to work out for myself. So there goes the selfish aspect of my curiosity and my investigation going into this. So I want to tell you, I really had a stake in the game. I really had something to gain from it, because me getting to play the game with the community, I win. Right? So it was more about us missing out as Xbox Frontline News Fight Edition Fridays, opposed to Xbox community missing out on sometimes you guys don't buy these games anyway, but I buy the fighting games, so it does resonate a little bit more with me. So shout out to Mr. 98% right all the time. I'm just saying. I don't talk I just talk. Because I know what I'm saying. All right, so Call of Duty Black Ops 6 issues warnings to players. The Black Ops 6 early access beta ends September 4th at 10 a.m. PT. The next open beta weekend for Black Ops 6 starts on September 6th, the death date of Concord. So all you guys that were playing Concord, all three of you, come over here and play Call of Duty Black Ops Open Beta. We got you, baby. Fans may be able to expect changes based on feedback for the second weekend of the Black Ops 6 beta. Time is running out for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 to fans enjoy the game's early access multiplayer beta, with Treyarch issuing a 24-hour warning. The Call of Duty Black Ops 6 early access beta has been available to anyone who pre-ordered the game or signed up for the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. The beta has featured small sections of the game, launch maps, and a few different modes to try. Dudes have mixed reactions, but remember, this is early beta. This stuff is need to be fleshed out before the actual game releases. But it's an incredible state. We're going to get a chance to talk about this. I can't wait to speak on it. It's really good. So Black Ops 6 came out, and listen, normally I'm not the beta boy, and it came out as a beta. They did the closed beta. Now they're going to do the open beta on the 6th, the death day of Concord. Concord dies for another to live. In order for Call of Duty 6 Black Ops to go into full open beta, Concord must die. Release the hounds. Put Concord down. It can no longer exist. This is Highlander. It can only be one. It can only be one. It just ain't you. It just ain't you. Well, whatever technical issues we did have, because we got a chance to see whatever technical issues we did have. If anybody got a chance to watch us play it, the game looks bugging. It looks crazy. It is. It looks phenomenal. Absolutely insane. What I've been trying to tell you guys forever. I don't know what the hell they doing over there. But those dudes got that game looking insane. Plays good. Insane. Bro, I know you guys are going to be wanting to play Call of Duty on Friday. So it is what it is. It's a competitive game. It is what it is.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Enotria, Xbox version of Souls-like delayed at the last minute. The Xbox version of Enotria, the last song, has been indefinitely delayed. The game was originally meant to reach the Xbox Series X and X on September 19th. Developer Jamma Games blamed Xbox for the delay, stating that the Xbox version of the Souls-like is ready for submission, but Microsoft has been dragging its feet with the submission process. The Xbox version of Enotria, the last song, has been delayed. Now, this is kind of crazy because Cog and I played this game. Got a chance to see this game in all its glory. And apparently, the plans for this game for Xbox have changed on several occasions. Taking the company's official Discord server, Gemma CEO elaborated on the postponement by flat out saying that Microsoft decided to ignore the developer. This turn of events is not the first occasion in which Gemma changed its plans for Enotria, which has already been suspended back in March 2024 when the developer said the Souls-like would hit the Xbox Series S and X following the PC and the PlayStation version. However, and later opted to do a simultaneous release on all three versions, on all three platforms, before announcing this indefinite delay of the Xbox version. They said, despite our best efforts and the hard work of our dedicated team, we have encountered challenges that have delayed our release on the Xbox platform. We do need to talk about this. Is this a problem systemic within the halls of Microsoft? So, Enotria, I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. This game has baffled me and confused me because Cog and I got a chance to play. So when we went to Summer Games Fest, so when you come up the steps and you move over to the right, because the game's just over to the right, like the bathroom is immediately when you come in, then you go over to your right, that's where the gaming area is. Down to the left is down the steps where the cloud stuff is, and Samsung and stuff was over there. So we was going to the right because we had our appointments to the right. And our appointments was for the Stalker 2 devs and replaced first. And then we saw Enotria while we was there. Enotria was directly to the left, right? And I said, okay, yo, Cog, we got to definitely check this out because we were interested in this game. You got a chance to sit down and touch the game up. And while we're playing the game, the game played beautiful, played great, played fantastic. And the guy is explaining the lore behind the game and everything. And now, remember when I told you I played Stalker 2? When I played Stalker 2, I told you the issues that I had with Stalker 2. We told the devs and we did all that. Same thing with Replace. Tell the devs, did all that. This is exactly what we do. So remember, City of the Wolves is right next to this. So Cog was going to break off to do something else. I'm talking to the guy and he's like, so what's the feedback you got? I said, yo, it plays beautifully. I'm not a Souls-like player, but I don't perceive any latency. Everything that I wanted to do and try to do, I did. If it was anything that was wrong, was like my fault. So I really didn't have anything bad to say about the game. The game aesthetically looked really nice and it played really well. So what the F is going on? What's really happening, because the developer is coming out saying that Microsoft is not okaying or not getting back to them, dragging their feet on their final release of the game coming out in September. And it's supposed to be the 19th. But here we go. So I'm not understanding something. Something is not resonating. Something is not jiving right here. Because this is the second developer talking about them missing the Xbox platform on a date that they were already talking about. But because Microsoft behind the background in the shadows have not responded. Is this a thought of too many games in, too many stuff moving? Or is it because people were elevated from different places and stuff was being allocated and stuff was moving over that the right people aren't connected to the right people? I don't know. But what I can say is I played the game. The game played well. This is a shocker to me. I'm serious. Because just a couple of videos, I was talking about it. This is an absolute shocker.
Do it. Don't fuck around. Just relax and let it go. I'm sick of waiting.
Rumor, the new Transformers game could be in the works for the Xbox. Microsoft is rumored to have multiple new Transformer projects in the works. Transformer gaming action has recently been limited to smaller mobile titles and spin-offs. The future projects could re-release of beloved Transformers video games. That's what they could include. All right, so according to the rumor, Microsoft could have multiple Transformer projects in the cooker. More recently, Transformers has seemingly been regulated to small mobile titles and spin-offs, like upcoming Galactic Trials, you know, that racing thing, and a crossover between Fortnite and whatchamacallit with Splash Damage announced, what is it called, Transformers Reactive. New Transformers game could be in development, and this would be great for me and anybody else that grew up with our beloved Transformers, Gen 1 especially. It's also worth pointing out that Microsoft now owns Activision, a publisher behind such titles as Transformer War of Cybertron, the 2012 sequel to Transformers Fall of Cybertron. These games will be welcome to anyone that loves Transformers. We need to talk about it. The possibilities are endless. We all know what it do when you're looking for the Transformer game. I did talk about this a minute ago, and I said that when that Xbox One, when that Transformer game come out, that they might be talking about in a game, a Transformers game. And that's highly possible that they can coincide that with the re-releases of the Activision Transformers game, The Fall of Cybertron, and something else of Cybertron, The Escape of Cybertron, something like that. And that's quite possible. That movie's about to come out. The movie looks really cool. And we are going to get a chance to dive into that stuff. But I do want a Gen 1 Transformer game, a new one. That will be great if they can make it with Platinum Games, get Platinum Games to work on it, because Platinum Games seems to have that little je ne sais quoi. So for that to happen, hopefully that can happen. I don't know what Platinum is working on right now, but I believe Platinum is up for the task when that happens, even though, don't mention Scalebound. I'm just saying. But let's see if Platinum Games is up to it. I'm not liking where the industry is going. Until Dawn remake studio hit with layoffs a month before the game is even out. At least a dozen developers have been laid off at Ballistic Moon, the studio behind the upcoming Until Dawn remake. Layoffs and studio shutdowns continue throughout the video game industry, with thousands of jobs lost. Concerns have risen as employees are let go from Ballistic Moon 1 month before the game releases. I don't understand. With many reeling from recent shutdowns and news, it would seem the Until Dawn development team is also facing the chopping block. I'm just saying, Eurogamer brings this up and they talk about this, and there's a big issue that's going on here, and nobody is listening to what I'm trying to explain to people. And we're going to talk about it in this segment because I talked to a lot of people about a lot of different things, and I posted something on Twitter as an experiment, and I've noticed that the experiment went dead. It went on deaf ears because you guys rather turn a blind eye because it's not affecting you. And we're going to talk about this. So they make a remake of a game that we didn't need a remake made for, in Until Dawn. And then before the game comes out, they fire 12 developers on an already small team over at Ballistic Studios. I do not like this weird trend of where the industry is going, that before games even get a chance to perform, but based off of metrics and projections that games get a chance to see, that they're going to have to make cuts and layoffs on people already doing work. Now, granted, you pay for the work, but where is the job security? Where is everything at? But also, I'm looking at something that is larger when it comes to this, what y'all are not paying attention to. Sometimes y'all may see the direct impact, but didn't know where the shot came from. And not understanding how that part happened from over here and how that got set up to make this happen is always something to get to the ultimate situation. Right. And the thing is, what you guys are looking at, okay, you see the 12 guys, 12 developers being laid off. What you're not understanding is, and I can guarantee at some point in time, it's going to come out that AI had a problem with this. The AI is the problem in this. And I'm telling you, as the industry, y'all need to watch, because we already let the wolf in the hen house. We already let that conversation already be had. We already walked down that corridor. We didn't raise up enough alarms and fight then. So what's happening right now? What we're seeing is the result of our inactivity or our inaction, our inability to prevent what these guys want to make happen. Big bank will always go in the way of making more money for big bank. If we have human workers, there is an absolute issue. So how can I get these agents, the AI agents, I told you, to work as efficiently as this guy here? If you can do that, I can get 4 or 5 agents that I could pay for and get rid of him. And it'll start happening. Little by little, teams are going to shrink where it's just going to be managers and just a couple of other programmers just to oversee the project. I called it. I told you guys, this is an absolute problem. So many people that have skin in the game will tell you that this is not an issue. So many people that have skin in the game or want to protect their stake on certain things will tell you that this is not an issue. Then other people that have been replaced, hurt, and pushed to the side from this issue will tell you that it is a problem, and this problem is only going to get worse. As a society, I've been ringing the bell. I've been talking. I did a thought experiment this week, and I put out a video that was very important by an ex-Google employee, high ranking. And he sat down and he talked to, I think it was Stanford. Now, we're not privy to these conversations in the urban environment because a lot of times we don't get TED Talks at our school. We don't get economic conversations in our schools. So it's up to me to find economic conversations and conversations that are going to affect us as a society, systemically, financially. And I did that, and I did my research, and I looked, and I found, and I put this up to check to see the level of engagement that you guys will give this. I could put out a piss poor tweet about something ignorant and stupid, but I put out something pertinent to who you are and what it's about. how you would feed your family later on, how you would survive later on. And I don't care about your accolades and your credentials and all this other stuff that you felt that will shield you from the oncoming onslaught. And you did not engage. You did not watch, and you turned a blind eye. Because what you probably said is, well, that don't affect me. Until it does. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Together we're stronger. Together we're stronger.
PlayStation getting more than 1,300 retro games on September 6th. Exclusive by Game Rant. Antstream Arcade is coming to PlayStation 4 and 5 September 6th. The retro gaming service will be available for $40 per year. And addition to the offering a lifetime access for a one-time fee of $100. Antstream Arcade is set to become the first ever third-party cloud gaming service on Sony consoles. Antstream Arcade is coming to the PlayStation on September 6th. This is dope. What y'all don't know, now you know. And we're going to talk about this. Listen, Sony console is scheduled to take place shortly following that first anniversary of Antstream Xbox launch. The retro gaming service is currently available on mobile services via the Google Play Store, the iOS Apple Store, as well as Samsung TVs. Access to original PC version can be purchased directly from Antstream official website or the Epic Store. The service has been listed as coming soon on Steam on October 22nd. That's a long time ago. Look at these retro games. It's beautiful. You can stream them all. We're going to talk about that. Antstream Arcade. Now, I'm not saying that Antstream Arcade is bad. Antstream Arcade is good, but this is the first time Sony has let another service, streaming service, onto their platform. This is the buckling, the breaking, and the turning out of Sony. Sony get used to that engagement, get used to that little slice of the pie they get from Antstream. And then when they're going to look over to Game Pass streaming option, like Fire Stick, when are they going to look over and say, I want a piece of that bread? Remember the last video when I told you, hey, what if Game Pass just said Game Pass? Not Xbox Game Pass, just Game Pass. Or Microsoft Game Pass. Would Sony be open to that? Today, I tell you, yes. Today, see, before I was 50-50. Now I'm a little bit more sure of what's about to happen. Y'all guys are down for anything. Sony a freak, baby. Y'all want it all. Well, we need to talk about it. Dune Awakening lead working with the Xbox Series S is a challenge. Optimizing games for the Series S has been a challenge for the game developers this generation, in John's opinion. Those sentiments echo what an ex-Naughty Dog and Rocksteady developer recently said, as well as well-documented troubles that persist with other titles. And the wildest part about this is we have to get down to the challenge of it. Do they need to deviate and exclude themselves from the exclusivity parity clause, what they have going on right now? And I think that is really hurting them, and they seem to waive it for certain titles and not for all. I think we're getting to that point. All right, Doom Awakening. Oh man. Okay, so we got a chance to play this. I think we was at PAX West. No, PAX East. We was at PAX East when we got a chance to play this. Saw it at a private show and it looks really good. The game played really well, but the game that we were playing and seeing was on the PC build, like everything else that we've been seeing, unless stated otherwise, and I haven't seen it stated otherwise. Now, as far as this game being a challenge for some developers, probably so. Xbox probably was a little bit more ambitious for it than you guys, because a lot of you guys probably wasn't as ambitious as Xbox when it came to the Series S. And, Xbox wanted to do a different strategy. Sometimes these strategies work, sometimes these strategies don't work. And maybe right now the Series S isn't developer friendly. Maybe they need more AI. Maybe Microsoft was betting on more AI implementation in the gaming sector to help facilitate the smooth, easy convergence of games to the Series S. Maybe with more AI and less developers, then this stuff can get done. Y'all see what I'm doing here? You see what I'm doing here, right? Being that Xbox and Microsoft are some of the leaders when it comes to AI algorithms, maybe, just maybe, they should start offering every developer the opportunity to use Microsoft agents in order to help facilitate the easy convergence of games to the Series S platform, since it's so challenging. Maybe that is a huge solution that can mitigate all this headache. Maybe the next time a developer feels that something is a challenge, maybe by replacing them with an AI agent, the deal can be complete. Maybe, just maybe, that is the absolute way to go when dealing with individuals that voices opinions, not based on any facts, not showing any proof, but understands that this will be used as clickbait to spread FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So maybe by replacing them with an AI agent, this will remove all of the stigma that the Series S has received justfully and unjustfully. Just saying. Mr. 98% right all the time is back at you with it, baby. Now, I know you dudes don't like it. I know you dudes can't stand it. And I know y'all feel like y'all got a bigger voice and y'all can do bigger things, and I don't give a damn. I really don't. Only thing that matters to me is these people right here watching me, because they decided not to watch you. And I'm cool with that, because I'm a man of the people, for the people, put here by the people. And every day I get up and I'm going to try to figure out something different for the people. Well, this is the part in the video where I'm going to tell you to like, follow, and subscribe. And I'm going to ask you to hit that notification bell. So anytime I do drop a video, which is daily, and Fridays I do a live show, which is with the community and my son. We do fighting games, we do community games, competitive stuff, because we have a competitive nature. That's what we are as gamers. That's what we do. Saturday, I also do a live experimental show that I'm doing now. And I'm also going to bring into that live experimental show King's Corner, where I take the questions from the members from the week and I answer your questions on Saturday. So if you have a question on any video and you're a member, I will answer those questions on Saturdays. And I'm going to answer them in the order of your rank. X rank members, I answer your questions first. V rank members, I answer your questions second. And S rank members, I answer your questions last. But my friend, Big Fat Eli, gave me the wonderful idea to engage with you guys even more by making the ability for members to be heard. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around that beta. That Call of Duty beta on the 6th. Because it takes one to die for you to live and try to play the Game Pass.